Hi everybody, it's Diane. Still working in the collage book. This is our next prompt, which is power lines. As cool as these are, I'm not going to do that. That doesn't really float my boat. So the next one is comics. Using an old comic book, preferably not Superman #1, ha ha ha. Cut out panels and create an abstract collage. That's very cool. I do have comic books. I'm not going to cut them up. But I scanned just one page, because I could. But it's actually kind of neat. And I thought, I'm not going to do this. That doesn't interest me that much. But I had never thought about scanning these. And wouldn't that be cool to just make, you could make an envelope out of that, journal page, wrap a little gift. I think that's a cute idea. So I'm passing that along. And keep in mind, you can't sell this type of thing. But for your own personal use, you can do whatever you want. So I just thought that was kind of nifty. So that brings us to 39, which is transportation. Incorporate wheels or various modes of transport into your collage. That's basically it. Okay, so I've just got two images here, so I've got two index cards. I cut this out of an old book, one of those how to draw things for kids. And then on my computer monitor, that's been here for a really long time. I should probably just trash this and get a new one. Well, it's probably okay. It's washi tape. And it's a tape that had different modes of transportation on it. And I must have wanted whatever was behind the train, like a boat or something. And I didn't need the train, so I stuck it up there. So we'll use it now. Okay, so I've got my scrap box now. Yeah, this is the big reveal. The scrap basket has now become a tacky cardboard box. I don't know if you recall, but my basket was falling apart at the bottom. I did have a couple other baskets because this is so interesting, right? But they were, well, one, they had handles on them, and I figured that would get in my way or I'm going to knock it off, right? And they were just a little too big, actually. It wasn't going to work. I'm not going to go out and buy a basket so I can have a scrap basket. That's sort of defeating the purpose of using scraps, right? So I found a box. And yes, I could paint it or paper it or draw, flowers on it or something, but I doubt I'll do that. Never say never. But, well, this is actually a map. Can you see that? Maybe that's better. I kind of liked this. It almost looks like exhaust. And it's red. There's a little bit of red in there. But that is a map. We would put a little bit of this. Oh, good. I can use this to cut. Like that. Okay. And the train, I don't know. Well, his, no, I closed it up. But it didn't really have anything to do with transportation, right? It was just background stuff he was using. So it's not like I have to incorporate train tracks or something plausible, right? I don't know, behind that card, do I even want something more solid? Just a color that, I'm not finding. Well, I doubt this, but let's give it a go. It's just one? It's just one. Alright, is it me, or do you guys think scrapbook paper, like, that you buy today is lighter weight than it was even, say, 5 years ago? I think so. And I know it does depend on the company, but it seems like a lot of them are doing that. Cotton and wool production. Now there's a fact everybody needs to know. Would that be better than the blue map, though? Yeah, I think so. Okay. Actually, that's kind of cool. It's very vintage looking. Yeah, there's just enough sticky left on that it's going to be a problem to stick, right? Yeah, it pulled off a little bit of the card. I kind of like that. Need something for the top. And I grabbed my leftover box too, except it wouldn't really fit up here with the scrap box. Here's that. Yeah, I gotta do something about this. But yeah, these leftover boxes, I don't know about you guys, but you know, turn your back for a minute and they're exploding. Because actually, I had this down pretty good. It was not that big, you know, overflowing. But now it's overflowing. Well, I like this without the train. Let's change. We'll change. I don't know. I like that up there, but it's not. It's not going to work, is it? I don't know. I'll make it work. Alright, well I guess I'll pause and glue this stuff down. And then we'll come back. I'll probably paint on these, I'm not sure. In the meantime, you can go scan an old comic book. It's actually pretty cool. Okay, I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, what you see is glued, with the exception of the train is still not down. So I added a few things because there was gapping. Down here, here, and here. So, do you ever think, not to get too weird on anybody, but there is, you know, divine intervention. I have my 6x6 pads up on the shelf. And it just so happened this one was sticking out just enough from the rest of them that I could see which one it was. I'm like, oh yeah, I've got that travel pad. I should look in there. I never would have thought of that if it wasn't sticking out. But anyway, this is from there and Lost, and these longitude and latitude numbers. And Lost is there because if you didn't watch my Something You Didn't Know About Me video, I talked about my bad sense of direction and since driving and lost, because it's not all who wander are lost. Mine usually is. But anyway, and I thought that could kind of sort of look like train tracks there. So they're not done. This one is very close. I was thinking actually maybe just a washi under there to give it, you know, something to drive on, so to speak. I guess like dark, like black. But I'm not totally sure. Or I could, you know, tear a small strip of paper. Well, what about lines? That's okay, but it's going to run, you know, off. Does that matter? No, actually, I kind of like that. Okay. Oh, I did gesso under there a little bit. It was all right, but I just felt that pattern in the background was just a little too competing with the car, since the car is the main image. Alright, let's see if we can get it straight though. Yeah, I don't think I got the wheels lined up straight. Oh well, those little cars were hard to drive anyway, right? Maybe that's just the way it was going. It just wasn't straight. Okay. Maybe something, some stamping or something there, but we'll wait till the glue sets. Okay, this one, I don't know if you can imagine the train probably in this area, but you know, this is very lacking. I don't know. I just thought of, you know, one of these, but that's still sort of nothing when it comes down to it. And I don't think I want gold. Is that it? Oh, these. No, that's not really going to match either. The white, because this is off-white. Well, okay. Actually, that's kind of cool too. It's all foiled. Yeah, what else do I have? I need more divine intervention here. Oh, I'm sorry. I knocked you guys. I'm sorry. Sorry. I don't know. What else do we put on a train type collage or transportation type collage? Of course, I guess, as I just said before, it doesn't have to relate as long as it looks good. That's all that really matters. And that's usually what I do anyway. That fits in there really well. Alright, you know what? It fits really good. I'm going to put that there. And then I think I'll glue the train down and see what we think. Alright, go this way more. Okay. Alright, is that divine intervention? It fits in there perfectly. No, just an accident or coincidence. Okay. Corners coming up. Yeah, sometimes this tape, if it's totally dried out, it's a little hard to glue, I think. Anyway. That's kind of cool. They're both cool. Here, let's... that's still wet. Let's not trim that. But I don't think they're done. But does it just need like paint or stamping? Maybe some stamping? And let me make a little room to groove here. You go back where you belong. You go back. All right. Oh. There's numbers. Well, I've got other numbers too, but postcard, no. Bigger postcard. Don't I have a small one? Yeah, a small one. Well, do I dare say it fits? I don't think. No. Actually, that up there is not stupid. What else do we have? Background stuff. Text. This is a postal, postmark, she's trying to say. a bird on the tracks. Well, what about just a little text there? You can't go wrong with that, can you? Yeah, that's okay. And yeah, I didn't get this straight. We're gonna have to fill that in with paint. What about this one? Put a postmark up there. Hand, too big. No. No. There's almost room there for a postage stamp, isn't there? Well, I've got transportation. All right, you know what? I know where it is, but I'm going to have to dig a little bit. Let me pause, clean up some of this mess, and I'll find those postage stamps. Just a minute. Okay, I found one, and actually I have a lot that have cars on them, but they're way too big. So this is a red wagon from the 1880s. That's okay. And I trimmed the washi, and I filled the bottom in here with a marker. I think that's okay. So I think this one I'm going to ink around in black. The train, I think it needs smoke or steam. What is it? Steam coming out of the stack. Wouldn't you agree with that? I'm just going to grab some washi, gesso. I'm not paying any attention to what I'm saying, am I? Well, I guess I am. I knew I messed up, so. It's kind of fun. Usually it's pretty big, isn't it? Yeah, like, when's the last time you saw a locomotive, right? Like, I'm asking people like they know. Well, maybe you saw it in a movie, right? Okay, that's pretty cool. I think this one I'll edge in brown, otherwise known as walnut stain. Well, let's see the final assessment here. I don't know, I think that's pretty good. I think these are fine. Okay, not too involved today. And I put the book away, just a sec. Actually, what number was this? I don't remember now. 39, making progress. Okay, transportation. Here are mine. Train. That's just washi tape, if you may remember. And a car. And a bread wagon besides. Transporting bread. Okay, and remember our little bonus. Go scan all the comic books you have laying around your house. Make envelopes or pages or something, because they're cool. Okay, thanks for joining me. I hope you have a very nice day out there.